Of course, women in politics are right on the top. And when you want to talk about what's happening in politics, especially with our great president, Donald Trump, who's better than Kelly Riddle Sadler joins us today. She was the former special assistant to Donald Trump, communications director now at the America First Action Super PAC.
Yes,
and your
right.
Super PAC is the only official Trump Super PAC.
Exactly right. The only
All
one
these other ones are pretenders.
yes. The only one sanctioned by the campaign and the White House and the president himself.
So we've had Kimberly Guilfoyle on the show before.
Love Kim.
She's the chair of the Victory Campaign Fund. That's the actual
raising
campaign.
money. Yeah.
They're out there raising money. A few weeks ago, I know they had all kinds of people, guests of our show and others down at Mar-a-Lago. They raised like 25 mil in a
they
day.
exceeded expectations dramatically.
And then you guys are out there using all methods available these days, social media, ads, this, that, television and stuff, to try to bring in independent money.
Yes, big dollar donations since we're a PAC, so $1 million contributions plus with big dollar donors. We are really looking at targeting 6 states: Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan, which are the battleground states that are going to win this president the election. Every dollar that's donated gets put into the campaign in those states on the ground to turn out the vote and get people excited for 2020.
So just, there's a lot of talk about Citizens Union and PACs, and they got to get big money out. Just about every presidential candidate, even all the ones on the left, have some kind of operation running with a PAC, all of them, okay? And if you follow the money on Bernie Sanders, all of his different little shields that he has there, that all runs back to George Soros somewhere in the universe. So let's not forget about that. So one of the things when you're out there talking about people on why they need to invest more money into making sure Donald Trump is our president again, I'm sure one of the main points for you is this amazing economy we're in the middle of.
Oh, absolutely. It's the #1 reason that people are excited about this president, especially independents. I mean, 63% of all Americans approve of what this president is doing for the economy. They feel it in their pocketbooks. They feel it with the rising wages. They feel it in the stock market if they've got a 401k. We've passed 2 major trade deals, so we're going to be reaping the benefits of those shortly. And this is one of the major selling points of this presidency and the reason why people turn out to vote.
So this is really a thorn in the side for the left because they can't avoid it, right?
Yeah, they're trying to, though.
And I like to try to, in the morning, I get my juices flowing. I watch like Morning Joe.
Okay, good.
To get like aggravated, to pump myself up. And what they're doing now is they're taking to lying and manipulating statistics. I want you to take a look at this. This is what they were showing this guy, Steve Ratner. What a perfect name, okay? He's talking about how Obama had much greater job growth than Donald Trump. Do we have that full screen? Okay. So this is what they show you, right? Now, you're quite intelligent woman. I know that. It looks like they're saying there that, except for that one big red line, Obama was doing way better. Okay, now you can come back to us. Now, what tricks your eye there is they only did that chart from 2010. So they're telling people, look,
about 2008, 2009.
Yeah. So now, when you take into account 2008 till 2010, which was the first 2 years, which count. Now take a look at the chart. Okay, what they left out was not the other one. What they left out was, in his first 2 years, he lost so many millions of jobs that this illustration they're giving us, they said, well, Obama wound up creating 201,000 jobs and averaging 201, and Trump averages 182. But when you do the chart the right way from the beginning, he's averaging 109,000. So Trump is lapping him by like 80%. They're lying now because they can't escape the stats.
No, and especially stats in the manufacturing sector, which was crushed, killed under Obama. Basically, him saying you didn't build that, or these jobs are not coming back, or I can't wave a magic wand. The president has brought back manufacturing jobs, over 500,000 of them, in sectors that impact blue-collar workers. Just what he campaigned on and what he promised to do. So
I'm sure you know Peter Navarro. He's one of the chief economic advisors to the president. And Peter Navarro was out there on the stump disputing this Obama economy stuff. I want you to take a look what Peter Navarro had. He's part of Trump's trade team also, so he's been doing some great work.
also did was swell the balance sheet of the Fed, trying to use Keynesian tools to pump up an economy which basically was suffering. What President Trump realized is that we had a structural problem, primarily with offshoring our jobs and overregulation and high taxes relative to around the world. He fixed those structural problems. That set up the economic boom that we're having right now. And back in the Obama-Biden years, it was horrible. We had this new normal of a growth under 2%.
Yeah.
You said it best.
Yeah, no, I mean, and deregulation, tax cuts, all of this has helped, you know, energy independence, the fracking that's going on in Pennsylvania. This is all helped stimulate the economy. We're not looking at a top-down, you know, Obama stimulus. That never really happened. It was fake.
Yeah, and also when they're showing this job growth under Obama, he had 0% interest rates.
Yeah.
So the government was basically lending money to banks to lend out to businesses at zero.
Yeah.
So that stimulates growth. And,
Yeah.
you know, Trump came into office with a rate over 2%. So now the rate's down a little bit. But I'm saying, in spite of a higher interest rate and not having money to give away, we're creating almost double the amount of jobs. This has got to help in the heartland.
Well, I mean, it definitely does. I mean, and it also helps with, you know, the African American community that sees their lowest unemployment rates, the Hispanic community that sees their lowest unemployment rates. Women have contributed more than half of these jobs created have been going to women. So women have also been being pulled out of poverty. So this is all good news, and it's numbers that people feel.
Leading some of the best numbers on minority new housing numbers.
Yes,
more minorities are purchasing homes. Most new businesses started in the African American community. Most new businesses started in the Latino community. Most new businesses started in the Asian community under Donald Trump. And that's also lower taxes, less regulation, getting people into business.
Yes, small business owners have never felt more optimistic than they do right now. And this is because of deregulation. Obamacare put on a bunch of regulations that put a lot of small businesses out of work. They had to shut their doors. By deregulation is really one of these unsung heroes that people don't talk about, but really do impact small business owners, Main Street, not Wall Street.
Well, you heard it right here from the boss herself. You got to check out the America First Action, the only sanctioned super PAC. And Kelly Riddle Sadler will hopefully we'll have you back again anytime. And this is what you get on Women Wednesday. You get the best of the best. And coming up next.